called Why Speak English and Global Citizenship. They go together. Why? Speaking English, well, wait a minute. Before I tell you that, remind me to slow down a little bit. I want to look at a website with you. Okay, you may have heard of it. It's called TED Talks, all right? A good thing about this website is you can get the Zimu. Sometimes you can get the captions, the Zimu with Chinese and English. Sometimes just English. Let's look for a topic talk called Why Speak English, I think. Let me look for it. Okay. Students have told us, hey Mike, not hey Mike, hi Asia University. We would like more experience using English language websites. This is one. It can be quite handy. It is also in just Chinese as well. So I'm typing in a speaker that I know, and I'm going to click on this, search. Okay, and here's the one I want to watch. Oh, the world's English mania. Mike, I don't know what mania is. Don't worry about it. It's always going to be that way. There's going to be words you don't know. Just stick with it. Stay tough. Stay strong. And besides, Jay will tell us the meaning of the word mania. All right? So let's do this. Oh, let me tell you first off. My name's Mike. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Number one. Number two. This is an active listening and thinking topic talk with some participation, but not too much. So don't get excited. Let's just take a minute and watch this. This is the introduction to Why Speak English. Okay? Okay, I clicked on it. Oh, it loaded very fast. Good stuff. 46 subtitled languages. I wonder, do we need Tongwenzimu? No? Okay, this is the participation part. Start participating. Do you need Tongwenzimu? Shenzhen? Just yes or no? I think so. Shenzhen, test. Beyond. Okay, so let's do it with English. Let's do it with English also, all right? So here's all the different, you guys, and this is not gonna be like watching it with like YouTube closed caption Zimu, where the words are usually wrong. You're like, really? I know. No, these will be good. And here you have regular Mandarin, all right? So it's quite handy. But let's use English. Okay, loading subtitles, good. Ooh. Let's make sure that we have sound. All right, good stuff. I hope. I know what it's supposed to sound like at the beginning, so I'll know if the sound is working. Yes, it's working. Okay. Sorry.
Let's talk about manias. Let's start with Beatlemania. Hysterical teenagers, crying, screaming, pandemonium. Sportsmania, deafening crowds, all for one idea: get the ball in the net. Okay, religious mania. There's rapture, there's weeping, there's visions. Manias can be good, manias can be alarming, or manias can be deadly. The world has a new a mania for learning English. Listen as Chinese students practice their English by screaming it. English worldwide, 2 billion of them. In Latin America, in India, Southeast Asia, and most of all in China. If you're a Chinese student, you start learning English in the 3rd grade by law. That's why this year, China will become the world's largest English-speaking country. Why English? In a single word, opportunity. Opportunity for a better life, a job, to be able to pay for school or put better food on the table. Imagine a student taking a giant test for 3 full days. Her score on this one test literally determines her future. She studies 12 hours a day for 3 years to prepare. 25% of her grade is based on English. It's called the Gaokao, and 80 million high school Chinese students have already taken this grueling test. The intensity to learn English is almost unimaginable unless you witness it. Is English a tsunami washing away other languages? Not likely. English is the world's 2nd language. Your native language is your life, but with English you can become part of a wider conversation, a global conversation about global problems, like climate change, or poverty, or hunger, or disease. The world has other universal languages. Mathematics is the language of science. Music is the language of emotions. And now English is becoming the language of problem solving, not because America is pushing it, but because the world is pulling it. So English mania is a turning point. Like the harnessing of electricity in our cities or the fall of the Berlin Wall, English represents hope for a better future. A future where the world has a common language to solve its common problems.
Yeah, Jay! Okay, now look. I could have told you those things, but we're having a multimedia topic talk. Also, Jay has a real way of saying that. Let me talk about a couple of things that we watched in the video. First off, your English does not need to be perfect. Does not. I mean, some people's English is perfect, mine is not. Most Americans have terrible English, worse than anybody else in this room, for sure. That's the first thing. The second thing that he talked about that I do like is this. He's talking about English as a tool to address global issues, okay? And when we talk about global citizenship, that's what we're going to talk about next. So he's saying that the English language is a tool that many people can use to talk about global problems, all right? But what, look, he said English is your 2nd language in most cases, okay? Your first language is sort of who you are, where you're from, that sort of thing. Think of English more as a tool. Look, a French guy, a businessman or whoever, is probably not going to learn Mandarin. And the average CEO in China is probably not going to learn French. But pretty quickly, and sort of with some history behind it, they're both going to be able to speak English. That's one of the things that makes English a good tool. It doesn't need to be perfect, you can learn it pretty fast, and you can use it to talk to other people. And it's through that kind of communication that, as Jay pointed out, we as a global community can talk about the problems that we are facing. Okay, having said that, let me talk to you a little bit about global citizenship. All right? I have a PowerPoint that I want to show you. Okay. Yeah. All right. Now, I'm going to talk a lot for a minute. And this is the part where I need you to really participate. Because I want you to follow me with this. What I want you to help me do is build a bridge. The bridge goes from your head to mine, and mine to yours. And on the bridge, we'll cross an idea, all right? And that idea is basically global citizenship. What does that mean? Okay? One second, please. Thank you. Is that gonna work? Is that gonna work? Okay. Good, don't. Okay, now look. Participate. Translate and think about this. And when you see this in English, it means something else is coming. Like a list, for instance, or an idea. Okay. I apologize if the Chinese is not good. Read it, translate it into English for yourself. Okay, comment now. Okay, can you look at it now, please? Did you finish? Okay. Hello. Did you translate this into English? Okay, go back. Stay with me. The thought bridge won't work if you don't build it with me. Read that. Do you understand it? Good. Now do that. Thank you. I'm illiterate. I don't read Chinese. It's terrible. Okay. I think you're probably about done. Did you get it? Yes. Perfect answer. That was the perfect answer, no matter if it's true or not. Perfect English, perfect answer. Okay, try again. There you go. Now, what I'm going to do is show you the English that I was shooting for with the Chinese. This is what I was trying to say in Chinese. I don't know if I did or not. Now look. All right. This is what I was trying to say. Was it close? I have a couple different translations, the Chinese translation. But I think the tricky part is here. In English, this is a command. It's telling you to do something. It's saying, hey you, be the change you want to see in the world. Ah, Mike. Listen. This idea was first expressed, I don't know, in popular history by a guy called Mahatma Gandhi. Okay, so a bunch of Western people grow up with it, talking about it. So I think it might be easier for me to understand it, and I want to try to explain it. This is saying, you look out into the world, and you think, man, there's a lot of great things here. But, man, there's also a lot of really things I don't really like. Things that are not going right, I think. This is saying, okay, you see something that you think isn't good, you yourself be the change you want to see. And that way, in your way, you can make the world a better place. All right? So, example. Picture yourself, you're driving your car, or you're with your mom and dad, whatever. You're driving in a car, you're driving your car. And you see a big truck. Okay, that's pretty normal. In the truck are a bunch of pigs. Where are those pigs going? Do you think those pigs are going on vacation? Those pigs are going to Kanding? Probably not. Not on vacation. They might be going to Kanding, but they're not going on vacation, these pigs. Those pigs are going to be Juro. Right? Is my Chinese okay?
No.
Okay, well look, I need help with this. My Chinese is very bad. Those pigs are going to be pork. A pig is a pig and pork is Juro. Juro. Thank you. Dude, someday. Listen, everybody in this room speaks better English than I will probably ever speak Chinese. You know, so we say, my hat's off to you. I hope someday I can be as good as you. Juro. Okay, they're not going on vacation. They're going, right? Okay, now, be the change you want to see in the world. I like pigs. I mean, I don't know any pigs, myself personally, but I have read that pigs are very smart. They seem nice. A pig never did anything to me. I don't really want to kill pigs. And, hey, I like bacon. Sure. I like pork, I guess. But I don't eat it. Why? I don't like this thing with the pigs. I want to be the change I want to see. The change I want to see is don't kill pigs for Juro.